Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another special edition of the Pro Wrestling Report Primetime here on Fight TV as we are on the march to Mania. Damian Nelson alongside David Octavius Tiberius, your legend, backyard, one-time knockout, straight-edge, hardcore Hall of Famer hero.
Yes, yes.
How are you on a Tuesday?
You know what? I'm great on a Tuesday. I am.
Just one day a week, right?
Is it Throwback Tuesday or Transformation Tuesday or
it's
Taco Tuesday?
Any so Tuesday you want it to be.
Whatever double T's you want to put on here, I guess, right?
Well, as we've talked about, folks, we've got a brand new edition of Primetime coming up nightly here at PWRshow.com and on Fight TV. Want to thank you for joining us. Want to remind you that it all culminates with our big live show from Dallas this Saturday night, 10 o'clock p.m. on My24 Milwaukee, YouTube, PWRshow.com, and, of course, right here on Fight TV. But tonight, David Hero, we're talking about the 2016 Hall of Fame class, those who are being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. And now, we have spent several weeks on Feedback Friday talking about some of these people, but now we know who's inducting a lot of these people into the Hall of Fame. And one thing that I think is definitely worth addressing is the bizarre choice of the induction of the Freebirds being conducted by the New Day. Kofi Kingston,
Day?
Big E. What?
No,
Now, you touched on this a little bit the other day.
I did.
On Feedback Friday. It's a bizarre choice, folks, because you're in Dallas, Texas, steps away from the Sportatorium where the Freebirds became famous.
Let's be more
with
honest.
the Von Erichs still living in Dallas and still owning that city.
We're in the South.
Texas is definitely a red state, yes.
Okay. So we're going to have
Here we go.
the Freebirds.
The fabulous ones, the fabulous Freebirds,
the fabulous, the Rebels, right?
Bad Street USA.
The Jack Daniels swigging, Confederate flag wearing. I mean, they've done Confederate flag face paint on.
Now, the Confederate flag in the South means what? Because it's different down there.
It depends who you ask. Okay, let's be honest. To me, it means the General Lee, the Dukes of Hazzard, Daisy Duke. That's what it means to me.
Come on, baby, kick them daisies.
Okay, and now you're going to have, let's be honest, because we're honest here, 3 black men inducting
with unicorn horns.
Fabulous Freebirds. Now, I get it. It's the whole Freebird rule with the New Day. That's the only threesome they have in the company. But how? I mean, with all of the... I mean, maybe we're just over...
No, we're not.
Is this not racial tensions and the whole kind of thing? I mean,
I didn't view it as... race played no part in my...
Until I brought it up, right?
...decision that it was a bizarre choice. It is a natural fit for, was it Kevin Von Erich, right?
Oh,
the remaining one?
Well, yeah.
To induct the fabulous Freebirds into the Hall of Fame. It makes all the sense in the world. In Dallas, Texas.
As much as I appreciate New Day, and I'm a New Day guy.
So you don't think New Day sucks? You think they rock?
They do rock.
Do you have a unicorn head?
I will not put that on my forehead.
Where might you put it?
I wouldn't put it anywhere. I wouldn't buy it.
You've seen those National Geographic specials, right?
Huh? There's laws against that kind of stuff. But especially in Michigan, I think it is.
We're talking about Texas.
So they're just not on the same level. You know what I mean?
Does this prove the commercialization of the WWE Hall of Fame?
Yes, absolutely. It's just interesting with today's political and racial climate. But maybe it's because you and I are just aware of all of this. Most wrestling fans don't think of it like that. You know what I mean? Hold on a second.
It doesn't even ring. How do you know when
it lights up on this side? Hello? Yes. Oh, God, no, we can't do that.
We're on TV.
I know, this is important. Please
have a certain amount of time.
Tell him
Can't you get these calls?
I appreciate it, but I think it's a bad fit. All right. Yes, thank you. That was Trump's office. He wanted to come to Shenanigans, and we can't. You know why he can't come? Because Hassan and Daivari are going to be there. We can't have Trump with Hassan and Daivari. It'll be. Yes, they're going to be at Shenanigans with us. We have to protect our friends.
Hassan Daivari and Muhammad Hassan.
Yes. So Trump can't be there. It would just be very awkward. So we got a video. Roll it.
It's the biggest party event of WrestleMania weekend. WWE Hall of Famer Kevin Nash presents Shenanigans Dallas. Join Nash and friends including Billy Gunn, Mean Gene Okerlund, Al Snow, ODB, and more for a VIP party event Friday, April 1st. Party with the biggest stars of wrestling in downtown Dallas to kick off WrestleMania weekend. Don't miss Shenanigans Dallas, hosted by Kevin Nash. Tickets are available now at PWRshow.com. That's PWRshow.com.
Here's the thing, David.
Yes.
I appreciate your judgment in declining Donald Trump the opportunity to come start a riot at the Shenanigans party.
But I know how you are.
What do you mean, how am I?
Well, I saw how your relatives acted in Chicago. It didn't go over very well.
My relatives.
You were on the stage. I tweeted that picture out earlier.
My relatives.
Yes. Can you imagine? We'd have Fox News and CNN at our party.
Continuing to talk about the Hall of Fame, which is this Saturday from Dallas. A couple of other inductions of note. Ric Flair inducting Sting, which, contrary to the New Day and the Freebirds, makes all the sense in the world because those two were staples of WCW.
Which I think is going to be very interesting, and here's why.
Why?
Ric Flair is not very PC at all. Sting is born again. Right?
It's true, yes.
So is Flair going to bring up any of the previous shenanigans because he likes that pop of a story?
Well, but rumor has it Sting really wasn't ever involved in those shenanigans.
Oh, of course he was. There's so much more that hasn't been talked about.
It's going to be entertaining, obviously, having Ric Flair and inducting Sting. That makes so much sense. I'm also very intrigued to see Big Van Vader. Vader, what time? It's Vader time. Come on that stage and induct Stan the Lariat Hansen.
I think that'll be very interesting, too. Stan Hansen is an amazing wrestling talent.
Yes, he is.
He's been a star everywhere in the world.
Yep.
Former AWA world champion, a god in Japan.
Was he in WWE?
Yes.
For a cup of coffee?
No, he broke Bruno Sammartino's neck with his lariat.
He did.
Yes,
he absolutely
he
did. Stan the Lariat Hansen.
So, but Vader is an interesting choice, of all people. I mean, I guess it makes more sense than having one of the stars from Japan do it, because we saw how well that worked a couple years ago.
Right.
You know?
And Ron Simmons and JBL, the wrestling god, before he was a wrestling god, will reunite and form the APA to induct the Godfather. I'm not sure I get this one either.
Oh, that's going to be the best one ever.
Is that right?
Oh, there's no... Because those guys and Godfather were, like, on the road together. I was with Godfather this past weekend at C2E2.
Oh, you were, yes.
Yes. And, we were talking...
Is he still managing Cheetah Club?
He is the boss of the Cheetah Club in Vegas. And,
Legit.
we're going to be out there for the Cauliflower Rally.
We absolutely will be out there
with
Mean Gene Okerlund.
And he invited us...
I don't know if I'm going to the Cheetah Club.
Well, I'm going with Gene, because he invited us to the Godfather special. He says your money's no good there. With Gene, can you imagine how great that's going to be?
Wait a minute, pal. I'm not sure anybody should ever enter a strip club when they're told their money is no good there. Because if you don't have to buy the champagne, what makes you leave the room?
An engagement ring?
Obviously, the big boss man, Jacqueline Moore, also being inducted into the Hall of Fame. We don't exactly know who's going to be inducting them
It's going to be interesting.
time.
I mean, I wish Jim Cornette could induct the boss man.
That would be perfect.
But that won't happen.
Not at all.
Terry Runnels, Marlena.
Ah, yes.
But I don't think that will happen.
What did tits mean? Or what did her and Jackie were...
I got to explain that to you.
The Terry Invitational Tournament. Remember, that's what brought us the first TLC match at No Mercy 99?
You better bring Linda out here, because I can't do it justice. You're too much.
Folks, that is today's edition of Primetime, and we're going to put the wheels back on the bus. And tomorrow, it's Be the Booker, David Hero, for NXT TakeOver Dallas. Actually, no, it isn't. That's Thursday. Tomorrow is Be the Booker for the remaining WrestleMania matches that we have not talked about with good old JR on Primetime. Be the Booker tomorrow on a special edition of Primetime. Then Thursday, Be the Booker for NXT TakeOver.
Beautiful,
so,
beautiful.
We will see you again tomorrow, 5 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on Fight TV.